In this video, we will discuss preventive maintenance in the pharmaceutical industry and discuss what is preventive maintenance and how preventive maintenance is executed. Hi guys, welcome to my channel with another video, preventive maintenance in pharmaceutical industry. In this video, we will look at preventive maintenance in pharmaceutical industry. We will see the importance of maintenance in pharma industry. We will discuss what is preventive maintenance and how important it is in the overall maintenance strategy of a pharma organization. In the last, we will see how it is executed in the pharmaceutical industry, that is, how it is practically implemented, keeping in view the production plan and equipment availability. Some key points we will learn include preventive maintenance scheduling, preventive maintenance checklist, and how it is executed in a pharma production lifecycle. So let's start. Introduction. Maintenance is one of the critical processes in the pharma industry. It affects the overall production output and the capability of a manufacturing plant. If maintenance is timely performed with all the necessary expertise such as personnel, tools and resources, it greatly helps the pharma manufacturer in achieving its production target. There are various categories of maintenance that use different approaches in solving machine problems and follows a different path. Among all the maintenance strategies, preventive maintenance is the most common. Preventive maintenance is implemented as the basic maintenance strategy throughout the pharma industry. What is preventive maintenance in pharmaceutical industry? Let's see a brief introduction of preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance is performed according to a fixed schedule. That is, all equipment is scheduled for maintenance before executing the preventive maintenance. Its basic aim is to inspect the entire equipment and detect faulty components that could lead to a future breakdown in equipment. Preventive maintenance is performed when the equipment is in working condition and satisfactorily producing the output. Let's discuss how preventive maintenance in the pharma industry is executed and what practical steps are necessary for its successful implementation. For a successful preventive maintenance program, it is necessary to plan all the steps because since it is executed in equipment's running condition, it could affect the targets for the production department. Planning for preventive maintenance involves some steps that are preventive maintenance scheduling, preventive maintenance checklist, distributing maintenance plan to production personnel and department, executing the maintenance, and in the last, filling out the checklist and signature. Let's discuss each step briefly. Preventive maintenance scheduling. Scheduling is critical in the timely execution of preventive maintenance. It is a schedule of preventive maintenance for each piece of equipment, that is, the when maintenance is performed. Its main advantage is that it provides production personnel with the opportunity to plan their production activities accordingly so production is not affected by preventive maintenance. Technically speaking, it is a process of categorizing each piece of equipment in terms of monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, bi-yearly, and yearly. That is, whether the maintenance is performed every month, that is monthly, or after every 2 months, that is bi-monthly, or after every 3 months, that is quarterly, two times a year, that is bi-yearly, and once a year, that is yearly. The schedule for maintenance is in tabular form with equipment listed in one row and frequency mentioned in front of every piece of equipment. The preventive maintenance schedule also includes the time required, which indicates how much the equipment will take time to complete the preventive maintenance. Example of preventive maintenance schedule is shown in this screen. Preventive maintenance checklist. Another major requirement in planning of preventive maintenance is the checklist. Checklists are the list of tests or checks performed during the preventive maintenance. Checklists provide detailed guidelines for maintenance personnel about how to check the equipment and what tests must be performed. Checklists are specifically important for personnel performing preventive maintenance for the first time. The checklist must be prepared to keeping in view the practical experience of that particular equipment, such as what problems did the equipment suffer in the past and what is the equipment working. For preventive maintenance, the manufacturer also provides guidelines, including the checklist, so the manufacturer is also a good resource to prepare a checklist. Commonly, checklists are the tabular format, which includes all the checks in it. Example of checklist is mentioned in this slide. Distributing preventive maintenance plan. When schedule is prepared and finalized, it is distributed to the production department for their review and feedback. Schedule is distributed at the start of every year. It is also distributed every time when there is a change in it. Distributing schedule to the production department helps to ensure that every equipment is included in it. It also helps the production department to plan their manufacturing operations accordingly, that is, completing all the urgent tasks that could be affected during the time machine is handed over to product maintenance department for preventive maintenance. Executing preventive maintenance plan. When the time comes of specific equipment, maintenance personnel contacts the production department for equipment availability and handing over the equipment to the maintenance department. After managing production activities, production hands over the equipment to maintenance personnel. The maintenance department prepares necessary resources such as tools and spare parts that could be used during preventive maintenance. If for some reason preventive maintenance takes longer time than the mentioned, maintenance department first take permission from the production department. Because taking longer time can affect the production target for that particular equipment. If the production department gives approval, only then preventive maintenance is carried out. Otherwise, preventive maintenance is reserved for some other time. Filling out the checklist and signature. After completion of preventive maintenance activity, checklist is filled and signed by the concerned authorities. Documentation is an integral part of pharma industry because regulatory bodies review these documentation during their routine inspection. Maintenance supervisor is responsible for completing the documentation. The checklist must also be signed by production department to ensure that maintenance has been executed correctly. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you immediately know whenever there is a new video. You can also read this article on PharmaSpec's website. Link is also in the description.